Good morning, friends. How are you? Getting ready for the day in my bathroom, not in a hotel room for once. I feel like I'm still adjusting to being home. But anyway, since I've been home, as you guys know, I travel to some cooler places, and it's not exactly warm in Vegas. Definitely not, but it's warmer than where I was, and we're just getting on in that time of the year where I'm starting to think about spring. So I actually made a huge fashion haul where I ordered a whole bunch of spring shoes that we can audition and a bag. Anyway, we can get into that. But I also, when spring starts to roll around, when the weather starts to get warmer, when the days are a little bit longer, I definitely start to rethink my skincare. My makeup definitely changes, all that kind of stuff. But anyway, in terms of skincare, I have very dry skin, as you guys know. So when it's cooler, it's the winter time, it's real easy. I just slather it all on, right? Just the heavy creams and the serums and the layer. I just layer. It's all great. But once the weather starts to get a little bit warmer and, I'm dealing with air conditioning versus heat, it's like my skin starts to get a little bit fussier. And because I do still layer quite a few products, I have to be careful. I feel like I have to be more careful with what I'm layering on my skin. So I've been trying out this product that's actually celebrating its 20th anniversary, if you can believe. This is the Aesop BCCC Facial Balancing Gel. And it comes in this jar here. And like I mentioned, it's celebrating its 20th anniversary. Can you believe that? Congratulations to Aesop. I am working with Aesop on this portion of the video, so a big thank you to them. I've been trying this out since I got home from my trip. And gel is a pretty accurate term for this, for sure. I don't know what else I would call this, but the texture of this product is so interesting. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but of course I'll take some out and apply it. But it's actually very honey-like. They actually sent this little scooper over to me with it. And can you see it? Right? It's just like honey, just like honey. Anyway, all you need is about, I would say, half a teaspoon. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. So I just take out about that much, and I'm just going to put it into my hands. Now, what you should do when applying this is you want to warm it up in the palm of your hand. And what happens is it starts to loosen up. It becomes a little bit less sticky, if you will. It's such an interesting texture. And then what you want to do, a lot of skincare, they have you pat it in and really press it into the skin. I would say for this, you definitely want to massage it into your skin. You're gonna feel it absorb. It really is such a unique texture. And I'm really just working it in. So the two main ingredients in here, the first one is panthenol, which is a precursor to vitamin B. And there's also a stabilized form of vitamin C in here. Do you see how it's completely absorbed into the skin? You can maybe feel it on the skin a little bit. But this is by far the most interesting and effective formula I have ever come across. So it starts off like honey-like, and then you warm it up in your hands. It almost solidifies a little bit first, and then it breaks down, and then you massage it into your skin, and then it just absorbs right in. It's so cool. But what I really love is that it's lightweight, but it feels very, very protective. And the formulation ratio is approximately 1 part vitamin B, 3 parts vitamin C. So I'm a big fan of vitamin C. I feel like it really makes my skin more resilient, more supple. And it also helps even out the appearance of my skin, which I feel like, especially in the warmer months, I don't know if it's the heat or the air conditioning, but I do feel like my skin is a little bit more blotchy. It could also be allergies. And I feel like vitamin C really, really helps in that department. And there's also aloe vera in here, which we all know and love. It is great for moisture. It's also really great for calming and evenness and all of that good stuff. And there's just something so soothing about Aesop products. You guys know how much I love Aesop products. I've been using them for many, many, many years. There's something about the very natural scent to the products, very, very earthy, very herbal, very unisex. All the packaging is always so calming to me. It's just such a pleasure to use it. So I've been using this as part of my daytime skincare routine. I love using this after I've washed my face, after I've toned it. I'll apply this, and then what I'll do is just apply some sunscreen on. And it's so great because once the temperature starts to rise, if I have too many layers on and I feel like they're all so heavy, I will definitely start to break out. My skin will not be happy. It won't feel like it's able to breathe. And this product is so good for layering because it's so light and it doesn't interfere with my SPF. So let me finish getting ready and I will show you all the like shoes and other fun stuff that I got, but I'll be right back. All right, so I've had spring on the mind and I thought, you know what, let me kind of start building out my spring wardrobe, see what I have, see what I would like to order, see what things have come out that I really like. And I mean, full disclosure, I'm not that person. I'm not usually very organized in like creating a wardrobe every season. I see those beautiful collages like on Instagram where people, they, you know, will have a coat and a sweater and a shirt and pants and a couple pairs of shoes and like some different options, and they'll build different collages. They'll make like, you know, 7 different outfits out of like 3 different things and they go with it. And I wish I was that person. I wish I was, 1, that organized, and 2, could visualize things like that, but I'm not. What I do like to do, however, is every season I like to like build off of either items that I feel like I really want, I really need, and kind of just go from there. Generally, in past seasons, it's been like a handbag, or maybe, I don't know, in the wintertime, sometimes it's a coat. I don't like to build off of a coat because that's on and off. But anyway, usually it's a handbag. But this season, it has been shoes. Now, I love handbags. I will always love handbags. But I felt like I really am enjoying the shoes that have been coming out. And it's probably because flats are really in. Flats and kitten heels are really in. I have pretty much given up wearing super high heels. It's just not for me. They're uncomfortable. They're uncomfortable. And I don't have time for that anymore. So anyway, I decided to place an order at My Teresa. I got 5 pairs of shoes, which I've already tried on. So I already have some thoughts for you, and I'll show you like clips of me modeling them or whatever. And I did also get a skirt, which I haven't tried on yet. So we'll try that on together. And then I did also order a handbag from the Row through My Teresa. And this was a handbag that I actually saw at Copenhagen and I really liked. And I thought, you know what, I don't have room in my luggage. Let me just order it when I get home, when I don't have like vacation brain. Let me just order it when I get home, play around with it, see, you know, how it looks with my existing clothing or whatever, and go from there. So anyway, I've ordered that as well. I'll show that to you. But let's go ahead and start with some of these shoes that I got. Okay, the first pair of shoes that I got is from the Row. And wait till you guys see the color. First of all, let me just show this to you before I forget. So this is the Eva 2, and they're flats, they're ballerinas. They're a dark burgundy, and I did get the size 39. So here is the shoe. Let me take out the stuffing here. It's just gorgeous. It has like a very soft squared off toe. There's this center seam down the toe box. And look at this heel. It's like, almost like it's just kind of like attached onto the sole of the shoe. It's really cool. So unfortunately, these are too big for me. And 3 out of the 5 pairs that I got, they're too big for me. And I don't understand what's going on, because I'm generally a 39. I can usually count on 39. Occasionally I'm a 38, 38 and a half. But yeah, most of these 39s are too big for me. So I'm really bummed. But anyway, these are too large, as you can see in this clip of me modeling them. Just in the heel, they just come right off of my foot. So I just have to decide whether or not I want to try and go for a 38 and a half, whether or not I want to try and find these in store. I don't think there's actually any place in Vegas that carries the Row, unfortunately. But maybe the next time I'm in New York. In any case, look at the color of this leather. Is it not gorgeous? In some lights, it looks like a chocolate brown. In some lights, it looks almost like an oxblood. But generally, it looks like something kind of in between those 2 colors. And it's so unique. It's so gorgeous. And this Napa leather is so buttery soft. And because of that too, I'm like, this is just gonna get bigger and bigger. This leather's definitely gonna stretch out a little bit. It's gonna relax a little bit, and it's just gonna get bigger. I'm actually tempted to see if they have a 38, although that may be pushing it, but it's such a gorgeous shoe. Such a gorgeous shoe. So I just have to decide whether or not I'm going to, search for a smaller size, either on my Teresa or somewhere. But it is really beautiful, and it's a flat, so it's going to be, relatively comfortable. It doesn't dig in anywhere or do anything, strange, at least not in this size on my foot. So those are the Eva 2 ballerinas. Next, I got a pair of shoes from Gucci. I don't know, sometimes I like a real basic monogram. I don't know. I feel like it can go with a lot of things, denim, trousers, and if it's a neutral color, it can go with even more things. So I decided to try, actually let me try and find the style name first. I think it's just called Original GG Malaga Kit. I'm not sure. Here, let me just show you the sticker information there. And of course, I'll link to all of these down below in my description box, but just an FYI. These came in their dust bag, which was really nice. So these are flat slingbacks, and they just have this very long toe, and I just wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if they were gonna be comfortable, if it was something I was gonna wear. I really like an elongated toe because sometimes if you do decide to wear flats with like wide leg trousers, these will peek out. It's really, really nice. So I would definitely suggest that too. If you do wear like wider leg pants and you do like wearing flats, I would get ones with like a longer toe because they just, it looks really, really sharp when they just kind of like peek out like that. Anyway, these were too big. So with slingbacks, it's almost like you're wearing a mule. So the shoe is gonna flip flop a little bit unless the slingback is really tight on you, or if it has like some elastic in there. But your foot is definitely gonna flip flop a little bit. But mine was flip flopping and kind of coming out of the slingback a little bit too much. I thought, I could maybe tighten the straps a little bit, but it was just too much. And again, I thought I should just try a 38. I mean, we definitely have Gucci here in Vegas, so maybe I should just try these in store. But I do think maybe a 38.5 would work. But I do really like this shoe. I do think it looks very, very classic. And if you want a little pizzazz, if you want something not quite very quiet luxury, you can do like a monogram really easily. Most of my clothing is relatively plain, so when I like zhuzh it up with a shoe or a handbag, I don't mind if it's like a little logoed out. So I really thought these were nice, but these have to go back because they're just too big. They're too flopsy on me. Okay, and the last pair of shoes that I got that are too big that have to go back are from Le Monde Barrel. Probably mispronouncing that. But I started to see these pop up on a lot of retailers, and these are just some really cute mesh ballerina flats. They're just called the Luna Slipper Mesh Black. And again, I ordered size 39, and they're just way too large. But look how cute these are. Take out the stuffing. So there was a pair of Kate flats that I wanted. They have like little crystals on them. The crystals kind of threw me off. I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna wear a crystal mesh ballerina flat often, but a plain black one, I thought these were really, really nice. Unfortunately, these are too big, but I'm definitely gonna try and find a smaller size of these because these are really, compared to these other shoes, reasonably priced. And they were, from what I could tell, even though they were too big, fairly comfortable. So I just thought these were really cool. And the leather trim here, I wouldn't say is patent. They're on the shinier side, but it's more like a polished leather. And just a really nice, simple, sleek silhouette. I'm so bummed. I guess I have to start ordering 38.5. I don't know, have shoe sizes changed a little bit? But yeah, these are great. These are really, really great. So I'm gonna try and find these in a different size. Now, for the two pairs that I'm keeping, thank goodness, I got 2 pairs of Alaya ballet flats. Now, let me get them. I got these mules a while ago and I ordered 38.5, and they were like a little too small. I've actually taken a shoe stretcher to them because my foot wasn't going all the way in. They have a little bit of a lower rise here. So I stretched them out a little bit and now my foot goes in further and now they fit. But anyway, I got these and I was talking about how much I love the Alaya ballet flats. They have this like Japanese styling to them where the opening is a little bit more closed off and yada, yada, yada. And they're always sold out and blah, blah, blah. And I could never find them in my size. Anyway, my Teresa to the rescue. They had a few pairs actually in my size, and I decided to order these 2 pairs. So these I did get in a 39 because I learned my lesson from those crystal mules that for Alaya, I'm a 39. So I got these. Oh my God, I love these so much. They're white mesh with the strap. And this is that Japanese shaping that I love for like Japanese ballet flats. Aren't they so cute? And then the Alaya bottoms, they're rubber with this fun patterning. So these I thought looked great, super comfortable. I'm so glad that I finally scored them. Let me see if I can find the style. Here's the style card. Ballerina strap, fishnet, patent calfskin. These are Blanc Optique is the color. And again, I'll link them all down below if you're interested. But they have like, you know, the leather cutout ones. There's just so many different options for the Alayas. But I just really, really love these fishnets. And I'm so, so glad I got them in the white. I just wasn't sure, but I thought for the spring, summertime, that's when you're gonna wear them. That's when you're gonna wear these white shoes. I just figured these would look great with like khaki pants, khaki skirt, black pants, which I'm always wearing, jeans. Like these are just gonna go with everything. So glad I got those. Again, size 39. I can't believe I scored them. And then and this is actually what brought me to the My Teresa site. So obviously I'm on their email list or whatever. And a picture came up of a new pair of Alaya ballet flats. And I was like, what are those? I'm like, I have to try those. So I clicked through. They had them in my size. I'm actually wearing them right now. Look at these black fishnets, but with this gold hardware. So this is like an elastic strap, but isn't that so cool? Oh my gosh, I just love these so much. I think these will look so cute with a skirt, with like tapered cropped pants, any kind of cropped pants, wide leg cropped pants. I just think these are gonna look so, so cute with so many things that I have. Aren't they so great? And they're not heavy at all or anything like that. They don't impede on your, they don't like sit on your foot or anything strange. They're just so cool. I just love a little bit of fun hardware on my shoes and my handbags. So I thought these were such a great play on their fishnet ballerinas. So I'm definitely keeping these. I mean, I've been wearing them all day, so for sure, definitely keeping these because I'll be wearing these nonstop, I believe, in the summertime. So those are the shoes that I got. And again, keeping those Alayas, returning all the other ones and just figuring out which ones I'd like enough to want to get different sizes for. But let me show you the robe bag that I got. So this is, again, in relation to other robe bags, not very expensive. I was actually surprised, but also it's not fully leather. It is like a cotton canvas bag, but I don't know, I just really love the look of it. So it's like an east-west bag. It's definitely wider than it is deeper. And here it is on the inside. There's actually probably more interest on the inside, but I love all of this like leather trim. There's that zipper pocket. There is just a open pocket on this side. And then there's just these straps, which I think are meant to, I don't know, be tied or something. I'm not exactly sure what the straps are for. I think when I saw this bag in Copenhagen, those were tied at the top. So it's meant to kind of be like a little closure, but you do have this button closure at the top. So it's not completely left open. And then the handles are leather. And that's it. I mean, it is really a very, very simple bag, but I do like how light it is, that's for sure. I love the shape of it, and I love that it's tan and black, so I just feel like it's gonna go with a lot of different neutrals. And here is the tag for this bag, but I have seen this bag quite a bit on different retailers and stuff. But I remember a gazillion years ago, I mean, this was probably in the late 90s, I got like a cotton canvas bag from Prada. And I use that bag every summer. I use that bag to death. And it was actually the exact opposite shape of this. It was more of a north-south shape. It was like taller than it was wider. But just similar. It had like a similar vibe to this. And this just kind of reminded me of it. If I can find that bag, because I should still have it, I'll dig it up for a future vlog. It's kind of like the trench coat of bags. Anyway, I really like this. And you guys, I'm just being completely influenced by all the pictures I'm seeing and everything about the Row Margot bag. I think it's a very beautiful bag. I talked about it in regards to that Prada bag that looks very much like the Margot bag. I think the 17 is too big for me. I'm thinking about getting a 15 if I can even get my hands on it, or maybe even picking up that Prada one. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the Margot bag down below, if I'm just being swept away or if it is really a bag worth having. And if any of you have the Margot bag out there, please let us know your thoughts. I do have a Margot 10. I never use it because it's tucked away somewhere. Actually, I haven't seen it in a while, but it's such an interesting size. It was at a time, I got it at a time when I had just moved to Vegas, and coming from New York, I always opted for larger bags. I was like, I need a big bag. I'm always schlepping stuff. I'm out all day. I need a water bottle. I need this, I need that. And so I always opted for larger bags. And when I moved here, I realized I just don't need as big of a bag. I'm in a car. I don't need to schlep that much with me. I'm not out all day. And so the Margot 10 was one of the first smaller bags that I got, but it's almost like not small enough or too small. It's like such a weird in-between size. Anyway, I have to dig that up. I'm going to find that. I think it's in my garage. But I'm going to find that. I'm going to pull it out and we can talk about that. But anyway, if you have the Row Margot bag, let me know what you guys think, because I'm on the fence. I feel like, am I getting like just suckered into wanting it like everyone else, or do I really like that bag? Because I do like it. I do like the shape. I've always liked the shape of it or whatever, but never enough to actually have bought it. So that says something too. Okay, so that bag, those shoes, oh, and a skirt. So I loved the look of this skirt. It's a Loewe skirt. It does have a side zip, but this is elastic. And you guys know how I feel about an elastic waist. So I got the size, let's see, I got a size 42, but let's go ahead and try this on. I'm just gonna try it on with this top that I have on, even though I'm not sure that I would wear it with this, but let's just try. Oh, and it has pockets. Okay, I'm gonna angle you guys down just a little bit. So here is the skirt. There's actually, my God, is 42 too big on me? I'm shocked. But here are the pockets. Oh my God, so good. And this is like a wool suiting fabric. So it has a little bit of movement, but not too much. It has a really nice drape. It has a really nice hand. It's almost silky soft. Let me actually try it on with some shoes. I do have these Loewe's. I do like the skirt. I think I am gonna try and get a size 40 because not only is it a little big here in the waist, but I think it may end up being a little bit shorter too, which I think may help the whole look. I think putting heels on is very helpful, but I think it would actually move a little bit better if it was a little bit shorter. Oh, I love this though. I really, really love this. Okay, yeah, this one, definitely gonna look for a smaller size. All right, so that is all I got from my Teresa. So yeah, this is exciting, thinking about spring. Like I said, I'm not a great planner and I don't usually plan, but I thought it would be fun to kind of, you know, start small and build and create a wardrobe and just start thinking about spring. Like with my skincare, it's something that I feel like it creeps up on me. I just kind of continue doing my winter skincare routine until it's too late, until I'm like, what is going on with my skin? And that Aesop BCCC facial balancing gel it's so good. It's so weightless on my skin, but it feels so protective. It's gonna be the perfect addition to my skincare for these months where it's getting warmer and warmer, because layering like SPF on top is like nothing. It's so great. Anyway, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Definitely comment down below on the Row Margot bag. Want to hear from you guys. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.